So I have a few words to say about the SHOKZ OpenRun Pro 2. I'm going to use them every day from my upgrades for the SHOKZ Aeropex and Air, which I've been switching back and forth from. They're so old, the batteries just don't work anymore. Especially the Airs, they're falling apart. I've had them for nearly 5 years, so it's about time. The biggest problem just so far has been they're so quiet, and that's for I assume it's because of this the speaker grill right there. That's an actual speaker, and they have another bone conduction driver. I personally do not like that at all. You'll see the pad is gone on this pair, and it's just the bone conduction driver. That's what gave you all of the audio. Now this is a split signal. More forms of failure. You can see right through to the speaker through that grill. I'm really questioning the water resistance, the dust resistance, all of the IP65 claims if you're going to have an open speaker grill compared to a closed system with seals around it. I have been using SHOKZ for nearly 5 years, just in general. This was my first pair. I've worn them almost every single day for 8 hours a day for almost 5 years. I'm not hopeful about these, to be honest. Immediately I noticed they're just super quiet compared to the Aeropex, which were the open runs, and the clarity and sound fidelity is fantastic. I'll say that for sure. They get a huge bump for overall clarity in the music, vocals, voices, of audiobooks and podcasts, but they are just really not loud. I feel like if you went into a grocery store or even out for a run, which these are designed for, right? They're supposed to be designed for outdoor activities. I feel like just the wind and ambient noise would drown out even the loudest setting on these. And that's really sad because just as well, getting rid of the full bone conduction, you can't put earplugs in and go for a run. Like these, the big selling point was you could put earplugs in and have your full sound, no loss in sound, and do whatever you need to do. You could do a lot of things, protect your hearing, and wear headphones and listen to music or whatever. These you can't. You're not going to do that with these. You're just going to, I don't plan on using them, I'd use them just for general use. I go to work with them, I come home, I don't necessarily work out outside, or do anything outside all the time, but it's really sad to think that, if I went shooting to the shooting range or anything like that, these just wouldn't work. They just wouldn't work, because if you put ear protection on, like the earplugs, if you put those in, you just can't hear anything outside of the highs, they say. Really, just straight up awful design choice. They sound good, but I don't know who they were focus grouping or who they were listening to or trying to listen to, but they were wrong. Next generation, please go back to the full bone conduction. The bass doesn't need to be ear splitting. They sound great, but if I can't hear anything, I don't care how they sound. If I can't hear them outside, I don't care how good they sound, because I'm not going to be able to hear them. So if you have the OpenRun Pro Gen 1, I don't know if they're any different. I didn't look before making this video. Maybe just keep those if you have them. I really needed to get a new pair. Of course, these ones are falling apart, and the Aeropex, the battery was completely shot. I couldn't even turn them on yesterday. That's why I threw them in the trash and bought these. Very, again, I'm going to use them. I'm not going to return them. They're just the best ones on the market. I'm going to use them. Very expensive, $180. Not the experience I was expecting for $180. I'm going to use them. But I am quite disappointed in the change in technology here. I bought these, and I've been a loyal customer because they were bone conduction. This whole nonsense with the speaker and bone conduction driver, that's just gimmicky and not what I buy these for. So hopefully they work day to day. This was just my first impression. I hope they are good day to day and don't, and I hope they perform well day to day, but I had to turn up my phone all the way to get to a comfortable, almost on the comfortable noise volume, listening to music. I can go a little further with software, but I shouldn't have to do that. When in Samsung, Android, as soon as you turn it up to that point where it says, turn down your headphones, that's where it should start to get uncomfortable. It is not this at all. Listening to them around the house, I'm probably going to have them up near full volume. That's unacceptable. I hope this was helpful. If you have any previous versions that are purely bone conduction and aren't sure about buying these, don't buy them. Don't buy them.
Nous allons découvrir là des écouteurs dits extra-auriculaires qui sont spécifiques du sport de la course à pied, car ils ont la particularité de laisser dégager les conduits auditifs externes et donc de pouvoir entendre les bruits extérieurs, les menaces éventuellement de la circulation. Alors ce qu'on voit déjà, c'est on a un super emballage de protection avec ici une coque de transport qui est assez élégante. Alors on voit le petit inconvénient, c'est à la moindre manipulation, ça va garder un peu les traces. Sinon, c'est un look sympa. Alors à l'intérieur, on découvre notre écouteur. Le voilà. C'est plutôt élégant. Alors il y a l'écouteur d'un côté. Donc voilà son gabarit. C'est quelque chose finalement qui ne prend pas beaucoup de place. C'est assez petit. Et à l'intérieur, on a simplement ici le câble USB-C de chargement. Donc ça, c'est standard. On a bien sûr les instructions d'appairage et d'utilisation en français, avec un manuel d'utilisation qui est résumé à quelques schémas faciles à comprendre. Voilà. Mais de toute façon, c'est la procédure standard d'appairage qu'on trouve pour tous les processus Bluetooth. Alors on découvre un petit peu cet appareil, donc ça se porte à l'envers avec l'arceau qui est sur la nuque et ça passe au-dessus des oreilles, ok, avec ici le haut-parleur qui vient se positionner ici, juste derrière le conduit auditif, ici. Alors sur l'oreillette droite, on a le panneau de commande principal. À côté du logo, une petite LED et ici deux interrupteurs, le plus et le moins. C'est implicite, le plus va augmenter le volume, le moins va le diminuer. Juste derrière, c'est pas bien précisé sur la notice, on a notre prise de recharge. Alors, sur l'écouteur, cette fois-ci, on a ici un petit interrupteur qui va permettre de prendre la ligne en mode téléphone et de faire une avance rapide au morceau suivant par un double clic et un recul au morceau précédent par un triple clic. Alors ça s'allume ou ça s'appaire par un appui long de 3 secondes pour l'allumer. Voilà, on voit un petit clignotement avec un message. Et pour l'appairage ou le réappairage, il faut un appui très long d'au moins 10 secondes jusqu'à ce que la LED bleue se mette à clignoter. Donc je l'ai appairé assez facilement à mon smartphone, ainsi qu'à mon lecteur MP3 Donc mode connexion, activation du Bluetooth, associer un nouvel appareil et on choisit ici OpenRun Pro 2. Ok. On donne les permissions, appel téléphonique, multimédia et accéder au contact éventuellement. Alors pour bien entendre les basses, il y a un petit artifice puisque comme c'est extra-auriculaire, ça manque un peu de chambre de résonance. C'est le petit bonnet de sport qui va couvrir les oreilles. Et ça va faire une chambre de résonance au-dessus des oreilles. Et là, on a des basses vraiment sympas.
When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Hoy en mi ventana brilla el sol
I'm a
y
gangster.
el corazón se pone triste contemplando la ciudad.
On the left side.
¿Por qué te vas?
Ain't no other way to play the game the way I play. I cut so much you thought I was a DJ. 2, 1, yep, 3. SC and double O, P, D go double G. I can't fake it, just break it. And when I take it, see, I specialize in making all the girls get naked.
Todas las promesas de mi amor se irán contigo. Me olvidarás, me olvidarás.
1, yep, 3.
Junto a la estación no lloraré igual que un niño. ¿Por qué te vas?
Yeah, that's the crib side. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot, drop it like.
Hier mal ein Beispielvideo, um einfach nur zu zeigen, wie schwierig die Soundqualität ist. Ich habe jetzt mein iPhone mit dem OpenRun 2 verbunden und spreche über das Bluetooth-Mikrofon in OpenRun 2 und ich glaube, man kann jetzt schon ganz gut hören, wie schwierig der Sound zu verstehen ist. Das sind jetzt wirklich einfache Bedingungen, weil hier ist so gut wie gar nichts los. Hier ist kein Wind, hier ist gar nichts. Ja.